Breaking news: Taekook's most emotional and iconic jealousy moments in El Paso fans. Notice something unexpected happening on stage. Elpaso, what was supposed to be a night of pure music, turned into an emotional whirlwind when two members of BTS Kim, Taeyoung and Jungkook once again became the center of global attention. But this time, it wasn't just about their vocals or stage presence. Instead, fans are talking about a sequence of moments now being labeled as the most emotional and iconic jealousy moments of the El Paso concert. So, what really happened? 1. A perfect opening. But something felt off. The concert began exactly as expected: explosive lights, thunderous music, and thousands of RMYs screaming in unison. Kim Taeyoung appeared with his signature cool charisma, while Jungkook energized the crowd with his bright, engaging presence. But just minutes in, something subtle began to stand out. Taeyoung's gaze. It wasn't casual, it lingered. Quiet, focused, and directed toward Jungkook, especially when Jungkook began interacting with dancers on stage. Social media exploded almost instantly. Why is V looking at Jungkook like that? That doesn't feel like a normal glance. 2. Jungkook's playful interaction sparks reactions. Midway through an upbeat performance, Jungkook playfully engaged with one of the dancers, laughing, moving closer, even adding a spontaneous moment that sent fans into a frenzy. But on the other side of the stage, Taeyoung paused. For a brief second, he didn't follow the choreography. The camera caught his expression, a faint smile that didn't fully reach his eyes, and a gaze that seemed to track Jungkook's every move. Within minutes, clips of this moment went viral. Fans began speculating. Was Taeyoung feeling left out? Was this part of the performance concept? Or was there something more personal happening? 3. Silence in the middle of chaos. When the song ended, the usual playful interaction between them didn't happen. Jungkook moved away, greeting fans on another side of the stage. Taeyoung stayed still. For a few seconds longer than usual, he stood there, looking in Jungkook's direction, before finally turning away. That silence felt louder than the crowd. 4. The eye contact that changed everything. Moments later, Jungkook finally looked back. Their eyes met. It wasn't brief or random. It felt intentional, intense, almost like a silent exchange that only they understood. Fans watching live reacted instantly. Something is going on. They're communicating without words. Speculation intensified across platforms worldwide. 5. The iconic almost moment. During a free interaction segment, Taeyoung started walking toward Jungkook. Fans held their breath. This is usually when playful or affectionate moments happen, the kind that send army into emotional chaos. But this time, Taeyoung stopped. Just a few steps away. He smiled, then turned in the opposite direction. The reaction was immediate. Why did he stop? It looked like he was holding himself back. 6. Jungkook tries to lighten the mood. A few minutes later, Jungkook approached Taeyoung. He joked around, lightly nudging his shoulder, trying to bring back their usual energy. For a moment, it worked. Taeyoung laughed. But fans noticed something again. The laugh was brief. Almost too brief. As if it was there, but not fully. 7. The emotional performance that shifted the atmosphere. When the concert transitioned into a slower, emotional song, everything changed. The lights dimmed. The energy softened. Taeyoung sang with a depth that felt heavier than usual. Some fans even claimed his eyes looked teary under the stage lights. Jungkook, meanwhile, stayed focused, but he glanced at Taeyoung multiple times throughout the performance. This became the emotional peak of the night. 8. The brief touch that shook the crowd. At the end of the song, Jungkook moved closer, and then he reached for Taeyoung's hand. Just for a moment, but it was enough to send the entire stadium into an explosion of screams. Taeyoung didn't pull away immediately, but he didn't fully hold on either. That split-second interaction quickly became one of the most replayed clips of the night. 9. Fans divided, real emotion or pure interpretation. After the concert, online discussions erupted into different perspectives. Group 1. This was real. You can't fake that kind of tension. Group 2. They're professionals. Fans are overanalyzing everything. Group 3. Whatever it was. It made the performance unforgettable. 10. Why this moment became so iconic. There are several reasons why this sequence stood out. Authenticity. The emotions didn't feel scripted. Timing. It all happened live, in front of thousands. Non-verbal storytelling, eye contact, pauses, and gestures spoke louder than words. History. Fans have followed the dynamic between Kim Tae-young and Jungkook for years. Conclusion. A night beyond music. The El Paso concert was more than just a performance. It became a stage where emotion, connection, and mystery intertwined in ways that left fans questioning everything they saw. Was it truly jealousy, or simply a moment amplified by the passion of the audience? One thing is certain: Kim Tae-young and Jungkook created something unforgettable that night, and that moment will continue to be talked about for a long time. As the final notes echoed through the El Paso Stadium and the lights slowly dimmed, fans believed the most intense part of the night was over. But according to several on-site staff and circulating fan accounts, the real tension may have continued behind the scenes. Unverified reports claim that Jungkook headed backstage quickly after the final bow, while Kim Tae-young lingered a little longer, waving to fans with a softer, almost distant smile. One alleged staff comment that spread rapidly online stated, "They didn't walk out together like usual." While nothing has been officially confirmed, this detail alone fueled even deeper curiosity among fans. Was it just coincidence, or something more? 12. The viral clip that sparked global debate. Hours after the concert, one particular video began dominating social media. It showed a slowed-down moment of Tae-young watching Jungkook interact with a dancer, zoomed, edited, and replayed from multiple angles. The hashtag #TAEKOOK El Paso quickly trended worldwide. Fans dissected every frame. The slight tightening of Tae-young's jaw, the pause in his movement, the direction of his gaze. Some even compared it to past concerts, claiming, "This is different. He doesn't usually react like that." Meanwhile, others push back. "This is projection. We're reading too much into normal stage behavior." 13. Body language experts joined the conversation. As the clips continued to spread, even online body language analysts began weighing in. Several viral threads suggested that Tae-young's stillness indicated emotional restraint. Jungkook's repeated glances suggested awareness of tension. The brief hand touch reflected an attempt at reconnection. However, experts also warned, without full context, interpreting emotions from stage moments can be misleading. Still, that didn't stop fans from diving deeper. 14. A pattern or a one-time moment? Longtime followers of BTS began revisiting older concert footage. Clips from previous tours resurfaced moments of playful teasing, intense eye contact, and emotional performances between Kim Tae-young and Jungkook. Comparisons flooded timelines. They've always had this dynamic. No, this feels more serious than before. Something changed in El Paso. Whether it was pattern recognition or selective memory, one thing became clear: fans were deeply invested in understanding what they witnessed. 15. The fans at the venue speak out. Attendees of the concert began sharing first-hand experiences. One fan wrote, "I was there. You could feel the shift in energy. It wasn't just online exaggeration." Another said, "During that quiet moment, even the crowd felt confused. Like we didn't know how to react." Some even claimed that the cheers briefly softened during the more intense interactions, replaced by a kind of collective anticipation. 16. Jungkook's post-concert behavior raises questions. Later that night, short clips of Jungkook leaving the venue surfaced online.